It's been a few months now since we've seen the hip hop industry catch the country wave. From Post Malone, Beyonce, Shabuzi, to even MGK, who is all over in terms of music identity.
It's been a fascinating shift, and it comes off to a lot of people as cringy or a money grab, and I totally get it. But at the same time, there's a reason why it's played so often, and that's because it's pretty good.
So, Post Malone, or Austin Richard Post, if we're getting formal, burst onto the scene in 2015 with his debut single, White Iverson. If you haven't heard this track, imagine a world where a basketball legend and a red solo cup had a musical baby. That's White Iverson in a nutshell.
And it wasn't just his music that caught our attention, his personality, his tattoos, the way he carried himself, the way he was so nice to everyone made us really like Post Malone. And to me, it's like I wanted to be the guy's friend. And he rapped about things at the time that really caught my interest, especially being younger, like money, cars, women, whatever it may be. And I think that's where it kind of changed as you get older, right? You grow as a musician. But during that time, there was skepticism that he was using the black community to kind of promote his career. And there was a lot of criticism from Charlemagne the God.
Wow. Got you. Are you afraid as a white rapper that you may be considered a culture vulture?
I don't think so. I'm not scared. I'm not scared because I'm not trying to be anybody that I'm not.
True indeed.
I'm just trying to, I like what I like. And I don't think I'm biting off of a certain culture or copying a certain culture or trying to be part of a certain culture because, I like what I like.
And for all intents and purposes, you're 20, so all you know is hip hop.
Yeah, it's like, it's not even the hip hop culture. It's like, the young culture, the young generation of people, Like, they get mad because I have braids, but, I like the way it looks. They get mad because I got gold teeth or whatever. I like the way that it looks, It's not. I'm not trying to bite off anybody or anything.
Sunny V2 has a really good video over this topic and everything that Charlemagne had gone into regarding Post Malone, but I'm not going to go too heavily into that. If you want to check it out, go for it. Post Malone quickly became a household name, especially whenever he dropped Congratulations and Rockstar. I don't even know. You had to have heard Congratulations at least once in your life. I know in 2016, 2017, in college, whenever it came out, it was the number one song played anywhere. He started to get his face tattoos, which were weirdly relatable at the time. I think like Lil Peep and XXX, all those guys started to get face tattoos, and it was kind of the meme during that time of being a SoundCloud rapper. But those guys actually came out and had really good music. I remember whenever Post Malone came out with the GQ interview that he said, "Look, I've got all the tattoos I told you I was gonna get."
I might get a sword on my face, like a claymore, rock and roll. So I got the sword on my face.
Love the tattoos, hate them. You've got to admit, no matter what it is, they give him that star factor. The genre switch has a lot of people feeling different ways about it. I know personally, I don't mind it. I think country's cool. I think it'll always stay cool, and Post Malone's just doing something he's always loved. If you look back, he actually originally kind of started creating music that was more country. I think it was kind of Bob Dylan and some other stuff. He has a video on YouTube from a long time ago.
Well, it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. If and you don't know by now. Well, it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. It'll never do somehow.
Do I miss his rapping days? Yes. Do I think they're over? No. Has he changed? Of course he has. We do as we get older. We evolve as artists, creators. That's just part of life. Jason Aldean, if you don't know who he is a famous country artist who's been in the scene for a very long time. He's a staple in the industry, and he came out and he gave his thoughts on Post transitioning over.
How do you feel about like pop stars like Post Malone coming in the country?
I think it depends. I think country music, to me, it seems like country's one of those things that, whenever somebody's career maybe is doing not as well as it once did, sometimes they always like to come over to country. I don't think that's the case with Post. I think he's just a country fan that likes to, loves the people in the genre. He loves the music, and I think the country music fans, and a lot like they did with Kid Rock, will kind of welcome him with open arms.
People love Post coming over into the country space, but I want to look at everything from the perspective like Charlemagne's. Earlier, I showed a video and Post Malone had a different accent. He wore different clothes. He was rapping. He was just in a different culture, and now he's transitioning over into more of a country role. Now, I want to know your opinion on if Post Malone was actually using the black culture to boost his career at the time and now is just simply moving away from it. But if you notice throughout his career, he's always sprinkled in different projects. I mean, if you look at Feeling Whitney, Chemical, Lemon Trees, he's always had that guitar, the acoustic sound that he's carried throughout his time. And I think that's really where his heart kind of lies, is he loves hip hop, he loves R&B, he loves that culture and everything, but he also loves picking up an acoustic guitar, drinking some beers and smoking some cigarettes and just getting in his feelings. I think we can all relate to that. The country kickoff could have started with Lil Nas X, with his banger, Old Town Row, and Billy Ray Cyrus eventually jumping on it. And had everybody going crazy. I mean, your grandma was hitting the Old Town Row. Everybody knew that song. And I think a lot of record labels, producers saw the opportunity to bring in hip hop and combine country music with it. It just makes sense. Is it going to continue? I don't know. I want to hear your opinion. Do I think Post Malone was a culture vulture? No, I do not. I think he was rapping about something during that time that he really enjoyed. I think a lot of people being younger felt the same way and could relate. Do I think he's riding the country wave now? No. I think at the bottom of his heart, he's a Texas guy. He's from Dallas. He grew up loving country music. You can just tell by the way he's immersing himself in it right now that he genuinely is here for the country music, and I'm here for it too. So let me know what you think about the whole situation. If you like the video, give it a like. If you dislike it, dislike it. Thank you for watching.